'Tis the season, and it should be the jolliest season of all. Lighted trees and shop windows and Santas on every corner and snowflakes falling on happy throngs of shoppers. But in our cover story, Terrence Smith reports, looks like Christmas will be a little different this year.
I think it'll be a good Christmas. It just won't be quite as flamboyant as it has been in the past.
People are saving more. They're a bit afraid of their future. They don't know what's coming up. They want to be careful.
They say that consumer confidence is the thing that's drawing this recession out, and it's true.
It's a very, very, very tough time right now.
Make or break?
Definitely. Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot more dealers go out of business.
These are hard times in Norwalk, Connecticut, and in towns and cities like it across the country. Banks and businesses are failing, stores are vacant, and pre-Christmas sales are flat, as the recession that is now officially recognized as the longest since World War II continues.
Hard times. My tenure as pastor of the church for nearly 14 years, that's been reflected in the immediate community surrounding the church.
The Reverend Frederick Jackson is pastor of the Norwalk United Methodist Church.
Never have I witnessed the number of vacant stores that exist along this area, right across the street, both sides of Wall Street, continuing out in several directions as well as in this direction, have the same phenomena.
What makes Norwalk and its 75,000 citizens different is the way its merchants and civic leaders have joined forces to reverse its economic decline. This aquarium is one result. A $30 million project opened 3 years ago in a bold move to attract visitors who also shop in the town's revitalized waterfront area. Founded in 1640, Norwalk was once known as the shellfish capital of New England. In its 3.5 centuries, the town has seen both boom and bust, but has always had a reputation for fighting back.
We are very fortunate to have architecturally interesting buildings, facades here. There's an element of history here that the city of Norwalk very prudently has decided to preserve.
John DiOrio is a member of the South Norwalk Businessmen's Association that has adopted a self-help approach to battling the recession.
Back in the 70s and the early 80s, there was a tendency to think that city government, state government, they were to do everything. And they really can't. If you want something done and it's important to you, you can't ask somebody in another town to pay for it. You got to pay for it yourself.
That same bootstrap spirit applies in Norwalk's faded downtown area, where the merchants in the city have taken some innovative steps that could serve as a model for beleaguered communities across the country.
We had our first meeting of the task force on June 25th, almost exactly 5 months ago today. We've accomplished, I think, a great deal since then.
In planning sessions like this one recently at City Hall, the Norwalk Task Force persuaded the city to provide free parking in shopping areas. Police were taken out of patrol cars and given a more visible form of transportation. And the municipal government has come up with $1 million over 2 years to give the tired shopping district a facelift.
The formula is very simple. The city offers 75% of the cost of the improvement up to a maximum of $75,000 per building.
Ed Musanti is the director of Norwalk's redevelopment agency.
So in many instances, we're removing some of the sins of the past, so to speak, some of the terrible facades that were put on in the 50s and 60s that ruined really the charm and character of many of these beautiful old buildings.
Norwalk's merchants have decorated the streets and enlisted school children to brighten the windows of vacant stores with murals. they have sponsored all kinds of sales promotions, including a holiday turkey raffle.
You want to lucky winner?
Yes, I am.
All right, here you go.
Oh,
You want to lucky winner?
well, I'm not working either. I got laid off, so it'll come in handy for me.
Santa contacted us.
And they launched a search for a cut-rate Santa.
I don't think that the news of the recession has gotten to the North Pole yet, because he was asking for $50 an hour, which I really just think we can't afford.
The ho. Practicing that last night.
Will Cook, president of the Downtown Merchants and Professional Association, not only found an affordable St. Nick, he encouraged the Reverend Jackson's Methodist Church to open its daycare center for shoppers.
And it's sort of a come-and-go operation where the parents can pick up their children anytime they wish.
And do they pay for it?
Yes, they do. We have kept the cost at what we perceive to be a very minimal figure, simply to cover the cost of hiring the staff to pull the program off. The church is not seeking to make a profit.
While 4-year-old Brett Bixby was playing at the center, his mother was picking out toys for him at Kitty Town, one of Norwalk's busiest shops.
It probably allowed me to do 50 times more shopping already in just a few minutes than I would have done if he was here. And plus, he's 4, and he's old enough now to see that, know that what I'm buying is for him. And I'm paying for this and picking it up later.
The big question for Norwalk and all of America is whether the country can spend its way out of the recession. President Bush, who tried to set an example for American consumers last weekend at a mall near Camp David, hates to use the R word.
It is not the kind of growth that I'd like to see the United States have, but it is not recession. It does not fit the definition of recession.
The people of Norwalk define it as a recession, and they don't believe it's going away soon. Mayor Frank Esposito.
I don't believe so. I mean, if you walk around and see what's happening, it's far from over.
Ford dealer George Myers.
Not as far as we're concerned.
Shopper Margaret Caracari.
I don't think it has. We've got a long way to go yet.
The financial institutions played a great role in this area. Merchants Bank closed about 8 months ago, which is up about 50 feet. They were a real leader in the area. And
Will Cook.
in the closing of Steinbeck's last year, those are the 2 biggest spaces on the street. So
Steinbeck's was the big...
Steinbeck's was the big department store. So we lost the 2 biggest spaces. We still have a high occupancy rate. It's just our 2 biggest spaces are empty, so you just have that empty feeling. Most of the other stores are filled.
It sounds as though you're describing what has happened to downtown areas all across the country, except that this one's trying to do something about it.
Right. We want to stop the decay right here before it goes any further.
The Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving traditionally are 2 of the busiest and most profitable shopping days of the year. This year, the shoppers turned out, but they were spending less.
Well, I'm a little disappointed.
Jerry Clyde has operated Norwalk's leading toy store for 36 years.
Today is definitely off. We're like 50% off from last year. And whatever the reason is, we're off.
It's slower than we expected. I think the closer we get to Christmas, we'll get a bit better indication. I saw a lot of people on the street today. A lot of them weren't spending their money.
And what are the stakes if Norwalk downtown, and by extension other downtowns across the country, don't make it?
I think you're going to lose a part of the town's tradition. There's something quaint about going to a downtown. I think we lose a part of our character. Malls are, I think, antiseptic and cookie cutters of each other, and downtowns have character, and I'd hate to see Norwalk lose its downtown.
This portion of Sunday Morning is sponsored by Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time.